So guys, we got some exciting news from Rockstar Games insider Ted Funds 2 on this July 4th day, just a couple days ago, regarding some remastered games like GTA 4 and Red Dead Redemption 1 were in the works to get remastered and remaked. We're going to be talking about all that and why it didn't happen and if it's going to happen and so much more. So let's get right into today's video. So yes, this is real, guys. He, tweeted this out on July 4th in, almost the afternoon time. And again, this is coming from Rockstar Games insider Ted Funds 2, and we're really going to get right into it. And he said this: as a reliable source with clear accuracy on Rockstar's plan, remasters of GTA 4 and Red Dead Redemption 1 were on the table a few years ago, but Rockstar chose not to proceed with the projects in mind. The poor reputation of the trilogy Definitive Edition might be a reason behind that decision. Hashtag GTA 4 and hashtag Red Dead Redemption 1. With this tweet, when I took the screenshot before this video, getting 462 retweets, 364 quote tweets, and 4,604 likes. So again, it was a great audience that, saw this tweet. So basically why, apparently it was on the table before even the GTA trilogy got, remaked or remastered, and Tez and pretty much the whole community thinks that this might have got pushed away because of the poor reputation of the GTA trilogy. We know that trilogy had major or minor bug fixes and stuff like that, or glitches and stuff like that, that came on day one of release. So it's clearly the people behind this game, Rockstar Games and Grocery Games, were not ready for this, or, didn't take the time to do this game or make this game as great as it can be with not having any bug fixes. And the sales too. The sales plummet bad as well. We got a follow-up from Ted Funds 2 saying the remasters of 4 and Red Dead Redemption 1 weren't in production, simply in the idea phase, and remained it there for years. Rockstar's plan was to start with the trilogy and follow up with GTA 4 and Red Dead Redemption 1. The decision to greenlight more depended on the initial reception of the GTA trilogy. So yes, we basically got the red light from this game, not the green light, get it? And again, these games weren't even production, guys. Again, they started with the GTA trilogy, and again, they got that game. They came out on, the newer systems, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, but I guess if the trilogy did good enough in sales and reputation and the players liked it, and again, Rockstar thought they liked it, they probably might have moved on to another phase of doing these remaked and masters on GTA 4 and Red Dead Redemption 1. But clearly, they just didn't get the green light from the upper bosses up at Rockstar and Take-Two Interactive, because they saw how the GTA trilogy has been doing bad on, publicity, the game, having glitches, stuff like that. So again, Ted Funds 2 later on that day actually responded to a few comments, just people confused on why this didn't happen or what was going on with that reputation. We had someone named Loosely La Lavoon on Twitter saying, with Try Remastered happening 2021 meeting poor reputation, the exhalation, not the idea, that was the major reason to scrap GTA 4 and Red Dead Redemption 1. Does that mean they've been working on those titles until 2021 at least? Any salvage leftovers then? It has clarified with the remasters of these games aren't in full production. Just the ideas of plans remained as such even when the trilogy launched. Rockstar was looking at the trilogy to greenlight more than the remasters. So again, there's some confusion here. Some people in the community think that this game was actually in production at the time, and they just stopped after they saw the, how the trilogy was doing. No, it wasn't even in production at all. They wanted to wait until a couple months after this game was, in players' hands. So again, I think that's what the confusion is happening with those people. We also got someone named Fancy Namey, he said, if it was on the table a few years ago, how is it that something which came out last affected the decision? With Ted saying because it still remained on the table and Rockstar was looking at the trilogy at the green light for full production for these games to be remastered. So basically, it just didn't meet the green light, full production scale, guys. It's just, I understand why it didn't meet green light production. Again, just with these games doing poorly on the trilogy. Again, I ended up buying the trilogy. I probably shouldn't have bought it after how it is doing with sales and, the glitches and stuff like that. But I bought it. I just wanted to, cover some gameplay for you guys and, stuff like that for the channel. And that's why I bought it. That's mainly probably the only reason. If not, I probably would have waited. We also had lastly Gravy Biscuit saying, how does the Trilogy Definitive being poorly received when it released just last year affect the remastered plans of Red Dead Redemption 1 and GTA 4 when those talks were years ago? You said that the decision was made way before the trilogy even came out. LL, you don't make any sense. With clarification saying that talks didn't cease years ago. Remasters of 4 and Red Dead Redemption 1 remained on the table even when the trilogy launched. Decision of the green light full production wasn't given just yet. Trilogy wasn't doing well, just sales, but fan reputation as well. So yes, it pretty much comes down altogether with the fans not liking the trilogy, the sales going down, and again, this game, guys, wasn't even in the talks before the trilogy. I think it was mainly after the trilogy, maybe right up before the trilogy released. So that is what is going on. So mainly, guys, these might still be on the table, but just not for now, as Rockstar, maybe even has to just clear some air, guys. Maybe has to go with, a new helper, not Grocery Games doing these games. They have to make these games a lot more better than they were. Now, we basically got this last year, this quote from the gaming article Kotaku. They got this last year from Rockstar. They said, for fans who are more interested in other classic Rockstar games getting remastered and released, sources tell me that Rockstar has plans to develop new ports of the games like Red Dead Redemption, but the future of these remastered games depends on, the initial re-release sales. So this was last year, guys, and basically it was in the talks then that they wanted to see how these re-release games do before they, started doing, talks and stuff like that with Red Dead Redemption Remastered being remastered. So I think that is funny how now sources from that are close to Rockstar Games are saying, hey, we're not going to be, moving forward with this stuff just because on how bad the game did with the trilogy. And also, we got a new Kotaku article yesterday when I'm recording this video saying Red Dead Redemption and GTA 4 remastered shelves after the GTA trilogy debunked. They say sources tell Kotaku that Rockstar Games has focused on GTA 6 and not the past for now. So this might be a good sign, guys, as with this, Rockstar Games might be, going 100% full hammered on GTA 6 as they confirmed that this game is in full production and they want to get it out as soon as possible and not, go half on the remastered and remakes and half on GTA 6. So I wonder from you guys in those comment section down below, what do you think about this remasters being shelved after the GTA trilogy did poor? I wonder from you guys in those comment section down below. So guys, if you did enjoy today's video, a like rating would be super awesome. Remember to subscribe to the Day-Pup channel for more videos like this. My name is Pup here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.